What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Sold Out. And on today's episode, you see what we have in front of us. It is the KD15. Now, it has a kind of a bandana print box with his logo and his signature on the front. Pretty dope box. So guys, before we jump into the video, if you guys like basketball sneaker reviews, if you guys enjoy the performance reviews that we've been doing lately, go hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's hop right back into it. So guys, we're gonna switch it up just a little bit. Usually we work our way from the top to the bottom, but today I'm gonna start weighing the sneakers first. I always forget that, so let's see what a size 8 KD15 weighs. I'm gonna say 12.8. 12.9. Getting better at this. So it's not the heaviest shoe, not the lightest shoe, but it feels very minimal on feet. You do not notice any weight or any issues like that. I enjoyed the sneaker as far as the weight goes. Now, working our way from the top down to the bottom. Heel slip-in comfort, felt great. I did see some issues where the heel lockdown wasn't the best. Some people are saying that they're getting a lot of slippage. Me, however, I heard that. I decided to warm up in these, shoot around a little bit for about 15 minutes. Felt like I barely noticed the heel slippage in it. It was very minimal. I went back, tied the shoe, and had none the rest of the day. Played for a couple hours. I had no issues with the heel slip-in comfort at all. One thing I think that could have helped with a few people's issues when a lot of people are saying they had the heel slippage, they could have put a couple of Achilles pillows right here. Like the padding back here, it's very nice, but it could have used a couple of Achilles pillows. I think that would have helped with the slippage a little bit, but that's just my take on that area of the shoe. Now down on the tongue. The tongue was comfortable. I wish, like I said, I love breathability in a sneaker. I just wish they would have had that ported out. Otherwise, the tongue was very comfortable, conformed to foot great, no issues with that. Now down on the laces, kind of just your normal cheap oval laces. No issues with those. Not the highest quality, but they seem to get the job done. Now down onto materials. The materials are like similar to the KD14. The KD14 had that felt all through it, and I'm glad they kind of did without it on this sneaker. I'm not a big fan of this colorway at all, but I kind of like the material. It's a thick mesh. It's got a padding underneath it. You guys can kind of see that. You guys will see it a little bit better in the B-roll, I'm sure. But yeah, I had no issues with the breathability of the materials or the tongue. I thought with the tongue being how it was, the sneaker might run a little hot. I had no issues with overheating. Breathability was great in this sneaker. So yeah, for the materials on the KD15, I had no issues at all. Now, support and lockdown. Support and lockdown was great to me. Like I said, people said there was heel slippage issues. I didn't have that in the sneaker. Just don't know if it fit my foot perfect or what, but I had no issues with that. These plastic support arms right here, you can see on both sides. You'll see in the B-roll a little bit better. They have lace holes through them, so when you tie that sneaker, usually I'll pull up right here and right here. On these, I went down to the third like notch in the lace loops, and it seemed to lock it down better. It felt good, it felt tight. I loved the way the lockdown was on the KD15. I had no issues whatsoever with support and lockdown. Now, down onto something that we were all really confused about. I knew from the jump that this was not React, but it stated that this was React. It was like kind of one of the Chinese drawings of this sneaker when it came out, showing all the tech in it, and it said it was React. This is Cushlon. It's not React. It's Phylon or Cushlon, but it's too soft to be Phylon, I'd say. It's got to be Cushlon. I try to tell everybody that it wasn't React. When they use React on a shoe, they put kind of waves in the React, just so you know that you're getting React tech on it, and it always says React on it somewhere. Well, most of the time it says React on it. Like the LeBron 19s, you could tell it was React. Paul George's, you could tell it was React. I knew they weren't going to put React in this. If they would have, probably would have been one of my favorite shoes, just with the cushioning setup of the Strobel and the React. But the Cushlon on this is fairly soft, and now it ain't marshmallow soft like the KD14. I like the KD14. Some people thought it was too soft, but this is like just perfect. I love it with the Air Zoom Strobel. So yes, like I said, this has an Air Zoom Strobel. Now it's not the Air Zoom Strobel that's in the Zion. It's more of a flat Air Zoom Strobel. It's like a one-piece unit. The Zion has like a hexagon circular zoom Strobel. I think I'm gonna do a video on that because I'm curious on why they go with the flat zoom strobel and why they have the other zoom strobel that was in the PG5 and in the Zion 1 and in the back half of the Zion 2s. But that's for another video. Yes, this has air zoom strobel in it, and it is very comfortable. I couldn't feel it in the forefoot very much until I got done playing. The back half of the shoe, yes, you could feel it instantly. The heel impact on this sneaker is phenomenal. No issues whatsoever with the Cushlon and the air zoom strobel. Great. On the front, felt great too. After about an hour and a half of playing, I could start feeling it on the front more. I think it just has to be broke in a little bit is kind of what I'm getting from the air zoom strobel. I'm not sure why, but I just notice it after I play. Like right when I initially put the shoe on, I walk around, or if I hop on the treadmill, I don't feel it. Give it an hour of movement and constantly being on it, then you could feel it a little bit more. So maybe it's just breaking it in a little bit is all it needs. Now, down onto traction. I play our new gym that was built this year. Just got the floor done. It was brand new. The floor looked brand new there. I don't even think a person was on it. I think I was the first one on it. This thing stuck like glue, but my slides even stuck like glue. So I took it down to the other gym, ran around a little bit, and it still was phenomenal. The other gym was not finished. This sneaker performed great, even on a dusty setting. Like the floor hasn't been done all year. The floor was not the best. It's currently being done right now, but yeah, I had no issues whatsoever with the traction. It was almost like Curry 8, Curry 9 flow traction. I love the pattern on this. You guys will see it in the B-roll. It was phenomenal. I had no issues whatsoever with the KD15 traction. So now down on to what I recommend this shoe. Absolutely, I'd recommend this shoe for anybody. Now, if you deal with a little bit of heel slippage, I would try it on right when you get it. That way you can kind of just set it back if there's too much of a heel slippage issue going on. Nobody wants to play with heel slippage. I feel like it can endanger someone. It can endanger a player. I just wouldn't deal with it like, what was it? The Nike Cosmic Infinity. I think it was like the Nike Cosmic Infinity. I'm pretty sure that came out last year. Had the worst heel slippage. When I wore it, it was like, felt dangerous. This did not feel like that at all. Like I said, I didn't even have heel slippage after I re-locked down the shoe. Had no issues whatsoever. So yes, guys, I would recommend this to anyone playing basketball. Now, would I recommend this for outdoor use? No, I think you're going to rip through this very, very quick. Unfortunately, I had to walk outside because I locked myself out of the gym, and I just from walking on that cement for about 5 minutes, you can notice a little bit of wear and tear on the back of it, unfortunately. So this rubber is very soft. I think that's why it has top tier traction to it. So guys, yes, go get the KD15. Point guard, forwards, hell, even centers will probably enjoy this shoe. Great heel impact. Forefoot impact was great too. You'll have no issues with this. Traction is top tier. And it's almost like a low. So I wish they would have dropped this down just a little bit lower and made this a low sneaker, but they didn't, whatever. It's still a little bit lower than, say, like a mid or something like that. So guys, this is my rundown of the KD15. I'm hoping to get this on Nike by You when I hit 1,000 subs. I want to get a custom shoe made for the channel with 1,000 on the back to kind of have a memory of the channel and stuff like that for the future. But guys, I really appreciate you watching. If you enjoyed, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, let me know thoughts on the KD15, and we'll catch you on the next episode of Sold Out. Peace.